Hey there, I'm Bill DeWeese, professional voiceover talent, full-time now for the past 20 years. And welcome to my new voiceover channel, VO Flow. If you've followed me previously, you know that I've spent a number of years on YouTube recording literally over about 1,400 coaching tutorial videos related to voiceover, and ran a very large training program called the VoiceOver Blueprint. Now, at the beginning of this year, I retired from training and to devote my time to voiceover recording and to doing other things that I'm interested in. Music, friends, family. I've got 5 grandkids that live 3 doors down from me. And as a matter of fact, if you notice, my eyes are red and swollen. I look like I'm crying. These are not just tears of joy. This is pink eye, because as a grandparent of 5 and who lives virtually next door, I'm exposed to every germ and virus known to mankind. But it's been a great year. It's been a wonderful year. But I've missed very much coaching. So what I'm going to do through this channel, this is not like a return to voiceover coaching where I'm doing like one-on-one and doing programs. And my purpose for being here is to share tips, tricks, strategies just to help you along the way as a friendly voice and a friendly face who's here to help you better understand voiceover, to be successful in voiceover, especially, right now, the economy, it's still kind of tough. It is for everybody, for every business. And those who really bear down now and do things right will be the ones who come out of this looking good and smelling good when we get to the other side of this dip in the economy. And the economy always goes up and it always goes down. And the tough times, you got to hang in, and you've got to learn to be better, to be more effective and more efficient. And that's really what VO Flow is about, because VO Flow is not just me sharing my advice and my perspective from my many years of doing this, but it's also sharing with you a new platform and technology, which I'm very excited and proud to be a part of. It is the first comprehensive voiceover business operating system for voiceover talent, not to be confused with, you've seen CRMs, customer relationship management software, and there's some programs out there. This is not a CRM. A CRM is it's baked in to the platform, but this is much broader. This encompasses everything from A to Z. And I'll be talking about that here on the channel, but also, again, sharing the tips and the strategies and the advice to help you be more effective and more successful as a voiceover talent. So the question that I have for this, that I'm addressing in this particular video, my first video of this new channel and this new year, is why is it that voiceover talent gets stuck? And they do. And we've all been there, varying degrees and at various places throughout our career. And one of the things that stands out in my many years of coaching are the people that would come to me saying, Bill, I went out and did everything I was told to do. I got the right microphone. I got the right audio interface. I set up my studio properly. I've got the right headphones. I even got a pro demo produced. Nothing's happening, or I don't know what to do next. Well, the main reason that voiceover talent gets stuck is they do not have a system. They've had a few to-dos. People said, well, you need to do this, you need to do that. And they go out and do that, but they don't have a pathway to success. Knowing that they're starting at A and they can see where Z is at and know what to do between A and Z. That's where people get stuck, because if you know what to do and in which direction you go, you can withstand the ups and the downs, because you're always going to have ups and downs. But if you have a system that you follow, it will ensure that you're always trending upward. And that's what I'm all about when it comes to voiceover. And I hope that you are as well. So 3 main areas to be looking at when it comes to, the system. Again, we're getting beyond, you've got the equipment, you've got the demo. Well, you need to be looking at, number 1, marketing, because that's what's going to feed the machine. And if you want jobs, if you want to be booked, you've got to feed the machine. Number 2, it's more than just marketing and just recording. It's managing the process. How do what do you have in place in terms of communicating with your clients? Can you track that information? What about your website? Are your clients or your prospects tied technologically to your website so that you know who's been there, what they've watched, what they've listened to, how long they've been there? Do you know the engagement? It's one thing to have a list of names. It's another thing to know who cares, who's interested, who's engaging, because you want to spend your time and your energy with the people who are learning about you and showing interest in what you do. After marketing is management, there's a number of things that have to be tracked. To know where your business is at, where it's going, and how well you're doing, or the challenges that you're facing. You need to be able to, you need to have a plan in terms of, I'm a big fan in direct marketing. I still believe it is the best long-term plan for voiceover talent, direct marketing. And let me just tell you quickly why, because I've heard people say, no, emailing's out. Making phone calls are out. No. Anybody who knows anything about sales and marketing knows that is not the reality. The one thing about, social media seems to be a little more, hip, a little more sexy. It's more exciting. And there's nothing, you need to be utilizing every avenue that you can. The problem with social media is that you don't own and control those platforms. You don't own and control it. So you're left, you hope that people see and you hope that people respond. With email, you are in control. You have a direct link to that person. And as long as they give you permission to communicate with them, you can continue to work them through the sales pipeline, taking them from lead to a prospect, somebody who's interested, to somebody who actually books you for work. So the management of that process is very important. Also, your receivables. It's one thing to make money, but you got to collect that money. And having a system to do that is extremely important. And then finally, there's what I call the feedback coaching element. You're doing the marketing work, you're doing the management work, but are you doing the right steps based on your goals? So you have to know what it is you want. You have to also be able to track that information. You need to know the auditions that you're doing, the percentage of jobs that you're booking. What's the average amount of money that you make in a booking? So that if you've set X number of dollars as a goal, how do you know how you're going to get there? Unless you understand how many jobs you need, how many auditions you need to win, and how many auditions you need to do to win the amount that you need to get the money that you need. Because once you have those numbers in place, then the plan, you can plug the plan in. And again, with VoiceOver Flow, that's what it's built for. That's what it does. You plug in that information and it literally coaches you. As a matter of fact, let me just bring up something here for you to take a look at. I put in a goal for this first week of the new year, of $2,000. Today is my first day to actually come into the studio. I'm recording this on January 5th. So I did my first job of the year, which was a pickup session for $150. So now VO Flow knows that of the $2,000 goal of this week, I've made $150, and it's telling me where I'm at. You've already made incredible progress. You've sent out one email, completed an impressive 2 auditions, and finished 1 job. Okay, so there's a little encouragement there, but it also goes in, as you look here, it's a reminder of what you set as a goal and what you need to get there, how many auditions you need to do, how many times you need to reach out. It's all right there, and it's all based on your goal. As you start this new year, I want you to think systems approach. We need to get away from this siloed approach. Okay, everybody's saying, well, the key to success is a great website. The key to success is, a great audio chain. The key to success is the right marketing strategy. All of those statements are true. You need all the right stuff, but they need to be in a place that you can easily see and track and follow. A systems approach, whether you do it through a VO Flow or you decide to do it yourself, you need to have a systems-based approach. Otherwise, you'll always be expending energy wondering, what is it I'm supposed to do next? What do I do now? Well, if you don't know where you're at in relationship to the goals that you've set, then you don't know what to do and you don't know where to go. So you need to make those decisions, set your goals, create your plan, track all that information, and then follow the path that you've set for yourself. And if you do that through the good times, through the bad times, you will always end out ahead in the end. Because again, it's not about doing this. It's about trending. It's about trending up. That's the goal of any business, to trend up. And I want to encourage you to check out VioFlow when you get a chance, vioflow.io, just to see all of the ways that it takes the things that I've talked about and incorporates it. I'm so excited. Let me take just a second to talk about it, because Chris Cole is the tech mastermind behind the VoiceOver Blueprint. I've worked with Chris for a number of years now. Chris understands voiceover because we worked together for those years. He watched me in my business. He watched me in my training. He understands the processes involved. And so what he did is he took the model of my business and the processes that I used and put it into an online platform to make it easy for you to follow. Chris and I are really excited about this. I'll be talking about it on this channel, along with just, again, sharing everyday tips, tricks, and strategies that will be helpful. But I don't want you to think in terms of just tricks and strategies this year. They're great and they're helpful, but they need to be within the context of an overall plan. And that's exactly what VioFlow, this VoiceOver business operating system, does. So check it out. I look forward to a great year. I look forward to sharing lots of great information with you, and I'll talk to you soon.